Hi, it's Maureen Dwight, and I'd like to talk to you today about injuries. It is spring, and many of us start to get more active as the weather improves. Now, for a therapist, our busiest time of year is spring. People have spent the winter hibernating, and we start to get active. We start to take up our sports again, gardening, doing outdoor activities, and because of the time off over the winter, we tend to be more injury prone. Unfortunately, due to COVID and the pandemic, this spring may be different than other springs. So many of us have not been active for 13, 15, 18 months now, whereas typically it might be half a year that we're not active. So we've gotten out of shape, or what we call deconditioned. So if this is you, if you know that you really haven't done very much during COVID, then you want to have a plan to get back active. Otherwise, you might get injured. So reach out to your registered kinesiologist or your physiotherapist or a really good personal trainer and put together a program to get back and get active. COVID has resulted in what I call a perfect storm for injuries. So in addition to being deconditioned, many of us have put on what I'm hearing called the COVID-19. The 19 pounds that we put on during this COVID pandemic. So hopefully it hasn't been 19 pounds for you, but as little as 3, 4, 6 pounds can make a difference on whether or not you're going to be injured, particularly as you take up sports. Now, there's no doubt that it's much easier to lose weight when you're getting active, but you need to do a balance. You need to start to do your weight loss, your portion control, all of that, as well as having a plan for getting more active. So it's time to get that side of it under control. The final thing that I've seen is we went into lockdown, many of us already having injuries. Many of us have not addressed our injuries during lockdown, and now we are getting back to activity and our injury hasn't gone. So if this is you, if you're having pain, you've got an injury, you've gained weight, or you've not been active, you need to have a plan. Otherwise, you're going to become injured. You're going to become a statistic, unfortunately, of showing us that spring is a time for injury, rather than to have the fun that I want you to have by getting more active. So reach out if you need some help, but just go a little slower this season. Thank you for joining me.